Hello there, beautiful person. My name is Salty Crow and welcome to my last video of 2020, this wild, crazy year. I wanted to hop on here for a few minutes to just talk about 2020. This year was terrible, horrible, shitty. There's no beating around that bush. It was a fucking horrible year. For some it was way worse than others, but overall I think every single person can agree that this year sucked. I just wanted to come on here and tell you, first of all, that if you're watching me right now, we did it. You and me, we survived 2020, and that's something that you should be proud of. That's what I really want to hammer in with this video, is you should be proud that you survived this year. I've seen a lot of posts about what people have accomplished this year, and I know that there will be many more to come, and I just want you to know that no matter how much or how little you think you did this year, you still survived, and you are still valid. It's been really nice to see people creating music and artwork and really just using this opportunity to grow themselves and do things that they love. But I know for everyone that might not be the case. Maybe you were working the whole time, putting your life on the line as a frontline worker or an essential worker. And if that's the case, I'm very proud of you and thankful for your hard work. Thank you. Maybe you lost your job with all the lockdowns, or you lost your house, or you've just been struggling to keep your head above water. And if that's the case, I'm really sorry that you've had to go through that. This year sucked. But again, whether you were out creating artwork or barely surviving, you did it. And I'm so fucking proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. And I know that there will be people out there who go around saying, well, I did more than you. I did better than you because I did this, that, and the other. Or you are less than because you didn't do enough during the pandemic. Excuse me? Don't listen to them, because that's bullshit. That is not true. You did it. You survived. You did what you had to do to make it. And that in itself is enough. You are worthy and valid. And I'm so proud of you for being here, okay? I wanted to talk about some of the things that I went through this year, the good and the bad, because you can't talk about one without talking about the other. So let's start with the shit. My dad had a stroke this year. He's okay. He survived, but that was the first time in my life where I really was worried about what was going to happen to him. That was really scary. We sold my grandpa's house. He passed away in 2019, and so we spent the whole year kind of cleaning out the house. That was really hard. And I don't know what they're doing with the house, but it sucked to say goodbye to that part of my life and to know that it's someone else and it belongs to someone else and they can do whatever they want with it. That kind of sucks. I had to put my dog down this year. He was just getting really old and senile, and it was getting really hard for him to just exist, basically. And I really took for granted my time with him. I didn't love him enough or do enough with him, and that is gonna sit on my heart for a long time. And I witnessed several of my close friends lose their animals. That was really, really hard on them, and it was hard that I couldn't be there for them, so that sucked. my hamster, I spent like way more money than I should have on her because I thought I was gonna lose her this year. She got really sick, really sick, and I didn't know if she was gonna make it or not. That really sucked. At my retirement home where I work, we lost several residents. Thankfully, not to COVID up until recently. But we lost several of them, and I've known them for 2 years. That was really hard to say goodbye. Really hard. And I also crashed my car. It was a snowstorm, and little did we know my tires were bald, and I crashed my car into a telephone pole. That was really fucking scary. I've been in several car accidents, but I haven't been in my own until this year, and that was really fucking scary, and it sent me into a depressed spiral. That was only like a month ago, so I've been spending the entirety of December trying to pull myself out of that fucking hole that I just plummeted into. That was just me personally, and I know that a lot of people had it way worse, but it's also invalidating to think that way. You have to accept your own pain and trauma as what it is. Pain and trauma. People have it worse, but I don't know, just even knowing that people had it worse means that you're a good person because you're thinking of others despite being in pain yourself. So just don't let anyone make you feel bad for saying this year sucked just because they might have had it worse. Your pain is valid too. But now on to the good things that happened this year. I got my license. So I waited until my 21st birthday because, as I said, I've been in many car accidents that have traumatized me, and driving was absolutely terrifying. The idea of driving, the idea of just the test itself of getting my license was horrifying. But I did it. And it really opened up my world to so many new things. I drove to Grand Junction this summer because why not? And I had plans to drive out to see my friend in Louisiana, but then I crashed my car, so that didn't happen. I'm driving my grandpa's car, actually, so that's really nice to have a piece of him. And I felt really bad when I crashed it, like really bad, and I ragged on myself saying, you know, I've only had this car for a few months and I already crashed it, and what would he think? But turns out, after getting the front end fixed, that my grandpa drove it off the road and broke several things on the front end, so I don't feel so bad about crashing it anymore. And I think he'd just laugh, just kind of like how I laughed just now. I've gotten many tattoos and piercings this year, and I've been able to support my tattoo artists and my piercers' small businesses, which has been really nice. Of course, we've all done it very safely, and my tattoo artist has closed her shop down currently because she has the ability to do so to protect people, and I really respect her for that. So over the course of this year, I've gotten 5 new piercings, and I've gotten many more tattoos by her. So I just had to shout them out. Shout out to Honest Bird Tattoo and Sacred Soul Tattoo, where my piercer, Amelia, works. They're very nice people, and every time I get a new body mod or a new tattoo, it just makes me feel better in my own skin, and I'm very thankful that I was able to get some done this year. So that's been really nice to have some new additions. My hamster got better out of nowhere. I spent so much money on her, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong, and magically she's fat and happy again, so that's really good. I'm a photographer, and I kind of really lost myself this year, but despite feeling so shitty and not even knowing if I wanted to continue photography, I did, and I took some pictures of my friend's animals before they passed away. Specifically my friend's horse and one of my friend's dogs. Well, two of their dogs. So it was really nice to be able to give them those photos to remember their animals by. I also took some pictures of my dog Max before he passed away. So I'm just very thankful that I was able to pull myself out of the rut enough to do that, because having those pictures of my dog, I know, makes me feel better, and I'm sure it makes my friends feel better too to have those pictures. And I really just took pictures that I loved. Like, I think I got really caught up in taking pictures for other people, or so caught up with, well, you know, the mass wouldn't like this picture, so I'm not going to post it, even though I liked it. So I've kind of been breaking out of that rut this year. So that was really nice. I have been in therapy for 2 years on New Year's Eve, actually. Well, New Year's Day. Some of my friends, you know, they used to be my friends that I was really close to, said that I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't good enough, and I didn't care about myself and my recovery enough because I didn't want to go to therapy at the time. And I'd been to a few really shitty therapists and kind of forced into it. And so I was kind of traumatized from my previous experiences in therapy, and, you know, I wasn't ready to try therapy again, and they made me feel like shit about it. And so finally, I made the choice, and here I am 2 years later. Therapy has really helped me, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it if it helps you too. It just has to be your choice. I know for some people it's not an option because it's too expensive, or they don't have insurance, or maybe their family isn't supportive of it. Maybe you've been raised to believe that therapy is just not right, you know, that mental illness doesn't exist, because I completely understand. But that's bullshit. It's not true. If anyone is out there making you feel like you're not worthy of therapy, or that you have to go in order to get better or to fix yourself, don't listen to them. That's what I was told. And I mean, yeah, therapy is great, and it does help you fix yourself. It helps you learn more about yourself, but it shouldn't be something you're doing for others. It shouldn't be something you're doing because if not, you're not doing good enough. That's stupid. That's bullshit. Don't let anyone pressure you into it. That's basically what I'm saying. Do it for yourself. I did, and it's really helped. And I'm thankful that I've stuck with it for 2 years. So yeah, I got a new job this year. I still work at my retirement community part-time, but I got a new job. Ever since this new year of 2020, I was kind of searching for a new job, and it was something that I was really afraid of, like going somewhere new, being around people I don't know, learning something. You know, I'm just a very anxious person, and the idea of having to relearn everything, it just was scary, but I did it. And I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I like my new job a lot, and it's still nice to know that I can go back to my old one whenever and still see my residents. So that's been really nice. I've been a really good friend this year. My friend needed a job, and I got him one at my place, and then when I needed a job, he got me a job where he works now. So it's been really nice, and working with him has been wonderful. Driving has really opened up a whole world of options, and it's helped me be able to be the friend that I've always wanted to be, and being able to go places and go on adventures with my friends. It's been really nice and really freeing, and I've gotten really, really close to my friends, and I've even made some new friends, which is kind of crazy that happened, but it did. I've made some new friends, and that's been really nice. I think the last good thing that I want to talk about is my channel. This was also something really, really scary, but I did it. That's been really nice. I haven't posted much to it, but I did it. That was the biggest thing. And now it's here and I can post to it whenever I think of something. And I have a lot of nice, fun, big plans in the future. It's just a matter of working through that anxiety and fear and just doing it. For me, 2020 has really just been about challenging my fears. I'm a very anxious person. I've been watching Big Mouth, and the anxiety mosquito Tito, that literally is the only way I can describe it. That's how I feel all day, every day, and I've really been challenging those fears. I got my license. I got my wisdom teeth out. As horrible and awful as that was, I got my wisdom teeth out. And I drove to Grand Junction. That was something scary. I got a new job. I made a YouTube channel. I went out and did photography even though I really didn't want to. I've done a lot of things that have scared the shit out of me. And I'm really fucking proud of myself for that. I've grown a lot as a person. I want to continue to grow. And this year for me has just really been about self-discovery. And I'm really, really proud of myself for doing so. On my Tell On Me, I asked what some of the things that you accomplished were that made you proud this year. And I didn't get very many, but I got a few and I want to read them because I like hearing what you guys have to say. And I think it's really important that you know that you should be proud of yourself. So someone said that they still went to school and got a promotion at their job, which that's wonderful. I know the school system for K through 12 and college has been a fucking mess this year. So the fact that you stayed in school and got a promotion at your job is absolutely amazing, and I'm very proud of you. Someone else said that they had graduated, they found the love of their life, and they started to learn how to love and appreciate themselves, which that's wonderful. I'm so happy that you graduated and that you found the love of your life. Congratulations. And I'm so happy that you're starting to know how to treat yourself. That's wonderful. The last one isn't so anonymous, but someone said that they made it through another year of being my friend from another state. And shout out to my friend in Louisiana. I'm very proud of you for being here and being my friend. So that's all that I got. But I do have something else on my Tell On Me, which is what inspires you. It should be pinned at the top of my profile. And if you feel like answering that, cool. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what inspires you and what makes you proud. If I get some responses, I might read it in a different YouTube video. Maybe this is something we can do where I read off what you have to say, because I really like hearing what you have to say. And that's something that I really like about having a YouTube channel, is I can reach an audience and I can have an audience. Because I do like talking to people and I want to hear what you have to say. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'm not sure how long it'll be. It might be really long. I'm sorry. But I'm very thankful that you're here watching. I'm proud of you for surviving one of the worst years that I've ever experienced since I've been alive. I know that's not saying much, but this year really sucked, and I'm proud of you for surviving. So, yeah. Well, have a wonderful new year, you beautiful person, and I hope to catch you in 2021. Bye.